Shanti. Good morning.
Shanti.
Good morning for the day of Sadguruvar. And today is January 16th. The essence is, sweet children, keep a chart of remembrance. The more you imbibe the habit of staying in remembrance, the more your sins will be cut away. And the closer you will come to your karmatit stage. For the past so many days, Baba is reminding us of remembrance, right? The more we stay in remembrance, the more sins are absolved, the more Satopradhan we become. So you will come close to your karmatit stage today, Baba says. Question is, which four things can indicate whether you have written an accurate chart or not? Answer. First is your personality. Second, your behavior. Third, your service. And fourth, your happiness. These are the four parameters to check if we have written an accurate chart or not. From looking at these four aspects, Babdada can tell whether you're writing your chart accurately or not. The charts of the children who do service in museum and exhibitions, of those whose behavior is royal and who experience limitless happiness, will definitely be good. So of course, right, if we are writing a chart, that means the chart gives me real-time progress, right? So if yesterday I wrote that, this is what happened, or I remembered Baba for this many hours, or, my mood was off for this, and then today, and then I can track my progress. Is it like an on and off, or am I really progressing?
So
So Baba says,
personality means what?
so personality is sanskars, right? So it will be shown in our sanskars, in our attitude, and then in our behavior, how we interact with others. Personality can also be, I don't need to be with others for my personality to reveal, right? So I can be by myself and also have, also express it in my personality. The song is, "Oh man, see your face in the mirror of your heart." Om Shanti. You children heard the song. You should also understand the meaning of it as to how many sins still remain and how many charitable acts you have accumulated. That is how long the soul has to become Sato Pradhan. You can understand to what extent you have become pure. Some write in their charts that they stayed in remembrance for 2 to 3 hours, and some write that they stayed in remembrance for 1 hour. This is very little. If you have less remembrance, you will have fewer sins cut away. There are still a great many sins that have not been cut away. Sins of so many births, right? 63 births. So Baba says, souls are called living beings. Therefore, the Father says, O souls, now ask yourselves, taking this into account, how many of your sins have been cut away? You can understand from your charts to what extent you have become charitable souls. So, charitable souls, that means through my thoughts, words, actions, behavior, am I able to express or am I able to donate virtues, powers, good wishes, blessings? So, to what extent have I become charitable? The Father has explained that you will attain your karmatit stage at the end. By staying in remembrance, it will become a habit, and more of your sins will then continue to be cut away. You have to check yourselves as to how long you stay in remembrance of the Father. It is not a question of telling lies in this, but you do have to check yourselves. If you write your if you write out your chart and give it to Baba, Baba can very quickly tell whether your chart is accurate or not. Of course, right? If I'm writing, I'm remembering Baba, Baba would know. Did we remember Baba to that extent or no? So Baba says, by seeing your personality, your behavior, the service you do, and your happiness, Baba can very quickly understand what your chart is like. Who are the ones who stay in constant remembrance? Those who remain busy in doing service at the museums and exhibitions. There's constant coming and going at the museums. In Delhi, many continue to come, and so you have to give the father's introduction again and again. So, museum at a place where a lot of tourists come. So, people will come and go right in and out. So, Baba says you will have to give the father's introduction again and again. For example, when you tell some that very few years remain before destruction, they say, how can that be possible? You should tell them instantly that it is not we who say this, but it is God who says this. God's versions would definitely be the truth. Therefore, the Father explains, keep telling them again and again, this is Shiv Baba's Srimad. We are not saying this is his Srimad. He is the truth. Firstly, you definitely have to give them the Father's introduction. This is why Baba has told you to write on every picture versions of Shiv Baba. Every picture, Shiv Bhagwan Uvach. Write down, it is versions of Shiv Baba, not a human being. He tells us everything accurately. We did not know this. We are telling you because the Father has told us this. Sometimes it is published in the newspapers that so and so has predicted the future and said that destruction will come very soon. You are now the children of the unlimited Father. Well, a lot of astrologers are talking about this. The year 2025 is the year of natural calamities, is the year of war, is the year of, floods and tsunamis and earthquakes, right? So they have predicted it for this year. And we see that constantly something or the other is happening in this year. Some people are able to say. So there are the unlimited Brahma Kumars and Kumaris of Prajapita Brahma. You can tell them that you are the children of the unlimited Father. He is the purifier, the ocean of knowledge. You first have to make them understand this aspect firmly and then move on. Shiv Baba has said that the intellects of the Yadavas and the Kauravas have no love for God at the time of destruction. So this is the army that is shown in the Bhagavad Gita. So the Pandava army, Kauravas, and the Yadavas. So the Pandavas and Kauravas were brothers, right? Cousins. And the Pandavas had love for God. And the Kauravas had a lot of ego. And the Yadavas is considered as the army who was very, um, you know, large army, but very well equipped army, very well trained army. So that's like the Yadavas. So Baba calls those who make all these bombs and all these military equipments and all these people as Yadavas because they spend so much money on creating things of destruction or war. So you children will benefit when you continue to mention Shiv Baba's name and continue to remember him. Continue to explain to others that which the Father has explained to you. The charts of those who do service would be good. They remain busy serving for 8 hours throughout the day, and they must be taking 1 hour rest. At least they remain busy serving for 7 hours. So Baba is saying those who are doing seva, at least they are doing seva for 7 hours. So their charts would be good because at least they are using that time for service. Otherwise, those who are not even doing service are definitely wasting their time. You can understand that a lot of their sins are being absolved. The father would surely have love for the serviceable children who give the father's introduction repeatedly to many. The father sees the ones who are benefiting many others. They are concerned day and night to bring benefit to many. To bring benefit to many means to benefit yourself. It is those who bring benefit to many who will win a scholarship. This is the business of you children. You have to become a teacher and show the path to many. First of all, you have to imbibe this knowledge completely. If you do not bring benefit to anyone, it is understood that it is not in your fortune. Some children say, Baba, free us from having to go to work so that we can become engaged in doing service. Some children say, Baba, I'm working, I have job. Free me from this job and I'll be able to do service. Baba then sees whether you are really worthy of doing service and whether you are free from bondage. Only then would he say that it is better for you to become engaged in doing service and bring benefit to many rather than earning 500 to 1000 rupees. Baba would check, are you serviceable? Then only Baba will say that, okay, leave your job and dedicate yourself to seva. But only if you are free from bondage. Then Baba would only give this advice if he sees that you are serviceable. Serviceable children are invited here, there, and everywhere. Students study at school. This too is a study. These directions are not common. The truth means the one who speaks the truth. We are explaining this to you according to Srimad. It is only now that you can receive God's directions. The Father says you now have to return home. Now claim your unlimited inheritance of happiness. You have been claiming your inheritance every cycle because heaven is established every cycle. So every cycle we come to Baba and every cycle we claim our inheritance to Baba. Now think about it. What do you think? What kind of inheritance do you think you have claimed from Baba previous cycle? Do you feel
Sato,
that you, huh?
Sato Pradhan stage.
Satopradhan stage. Have you claimed full inheritance? How will I know if I claimed full inheritance in my previous cycle? First, this is our last birth. And in this last birth, I will, after getting Baba's introduction, I will remain light. I will remain carefree. I will remain happy. Right? So this is how I know that I have claimed full inheritance in my last cycle. Is my last birth. I'm living by virtues, right? I have more virtues than vices. So Baba says, no one else knows that this world cycle lasts for 5,000 years. Human beings are in total darkness, whereas you now are in total light. Only the Father establishes heaven. It has been remembered that even when the haystack was set ablaze, people still continued to sleep in the sleep of ignorance. That means when so much was going on, In the world, people were still sleeping in the sleep of ignorance. You children know that the unlimited Father is the ocean of this knowledge. The task of the highest on high Father is also highest. It is not that God is so powerful that he can do whatever he wants. No. People think and God can start the rain, stop the rain, do anything, bring someone from the dead. Baba says, no, I don't do all of this. This drama is eternally predestined. Everything happens according to the drama. So many people die in the war, etc. That too is fixed in the drama. What can God do about it? When earthquakes take place, people cry out a great deal. Oh God, but what can God do? You called out to God to come and destroy the world. You invited him to come into this impure world. You invited him to establish a new world and to destroy this old one. I do not do that. It is fixed in the drama. Baba says, I don't destroy, I don't do any of that. I just come. And this destruction is also fixed in the drama. It is part of the drama. There is bloodshed without cause. There is no question of saving, etc. Saving anyone from this. You told him to make this world new. And so surely all the souls who are impure will have to leave. Some don't understand anything at all. They don't even understand the meaning of Srimad. They don't know who God is. They don't understand anything. When some children don't study well, their parents say that they have stone intellects. They will not say that in golden age, children will not be mischievous. It's not that the parents will have to tell them, do your homework, study, study, like how parents tell now. So Baba says that will not happen in golden age. In the iron age, there are only those with stone intellects. There cannot be anyone here with a divine intellect. Just look what human beings are doing nowadays. They remove someone's heart and replace it with another. No, heart surgery, heart replacement. They put in a lot of effort to achieve that, but what is the benefit of it? Maybe they will be able to keep that one alive for a few days longer. Many people learn occult powers, but there's no benefit in that. People remember God for Him to come and make them into the masters of the pure world. They say we are experiencing a great deal of sorrow in this impure world. In the golden age, there is no question of illness, etc., or sorrow. You now claim a very high status through the Father. Human beings here also receive a high degree by studying. They remain very happy. You children know that they will only live for a few days more. There's a huge burden of sin on everyone's head. They will experience a great deal of punishment. Although they do consider themselves to be impure, they don't think that it's a sin to indulge in vice and they become sinful. So they don't realize that what punishment, what bad will happen. They don't realize that what bad actions they are performing. They say that the family ashram path has continued from the beginning. It is explained to them that it was a pure household path in Golden Age and Silver Age, and that they were not any sinful souls at that time. Here, all are sinful souls. That is why they are all experiencing sorrow. So, Baba is talking about when people at home, right, they go on the path of sin. That means when they indulge in the vice of lust, right? So Baba says that from the beginning it has been explained that lust is a vice. No? In golden age and silver age, everyone remained pure. The children were born out of purity. But here, people don't understand. They think that it's okay. We are living in the household, and this is what we have to do. How will children be born otherwise? How will population grow? Many times people ask this question that if everyone remains pure, how will population grow? How will population grow? How will we procreate? Right? So we have to explain to them that is it my responsibility to make the population grow? Right? Let others do it if they want to. But this is my choice. So I have to understand that what I want to follow. So I have to be firm on that. So here there's only temporary happiness. So even if people, right, children are born, they buy this, they do this, temporary happiness. So people become ill and die. Death is standing with an open mouth. People suddenly have heart failure. The happiness here is like the droppings of a crow. There you have limitless happiness. You become the masters of the whole world. There will be no sorrow of any kind. It will not be too hot or too cold. It will constantly be spring. Even the elements remain in order. Heaven is heaven. There is the difference of day and night. You call out to the Father to establish heaven, to come and establish a new world and make you pure. Therefore, God Shiva speaks, should be written on every picture. Through this, you will repeatedly remember Shiv Baba whilst giving this knowledge to others. In the service you do at museums and exhibitions, yoga and this knowledge are combined. By staying in remembrance, you will have intoxication. So many a times, people think that tapasya, yoga has to be, I have to take out time from my busy schedule and then remember Baba or do yoga. But Baba says, while doing your job, while doing seva, I should create a practice of staying in remembrance. And then there will be intoxication, happiness while doing anything. You become pure and make the whole world pure. When you have become pure, you will definitely need a pure world. At the end, because it will be the time of settlement, everyone's accounts will be settled. I have to inaugurate a new world for you. And so you then have to continue to open branches. No one except the Father can lay the foundation of a new world of heaven. Therefore, you should remember such a Father. When you have a museum inaugurated by an eminent person, the sound will spread. People will think that that person will also be there. Some say you write it down, and I will say that. That is wrong. Some eminent people come, or if they don't, sometimes when they speak, when they give a speech or something, it's sometimes they don't even mean someone else has written it for them. Or many a times, if they say that you write and give me, I'll just read it. But that's not true, no? They have to speak from what they feel, huh? Not what we want them to speak. If they first understand everything and then speak orally, that is good. Some write down their speech beforehand and speak it so that it is accurate. You children have to explain orally. So Baba has told us that we cannot read from a paper. We cannot write our speeches and read from paper. Baba says we have, because we understand this knowledge, we have to speak from that understanding, um, from that vibrations at that time. So we speak orally. This entire knowledge is in you souls, and you then give it to others. The number of people continues to grow. The population continues to increase. Everything continues to increase. The whole tree has become completely decayed. Those who belong to your religion will emerge. All are number wise. Not everyone can study to the same extent. Some only claim 1 mark out of 100. If you only hear a little and receive 1 mark, you will still go to heaven. Baba says, even if you understand little bit, you will still go to heaven. This is an unlimited study that the unlimited Father teaches. Those who belong to this religion will emerge. Firstly, all of you have to return home to your land of liberation. You will then continue to come down number wise. Some will continue to come down even until the end of Silver Age. Although many become Brahmins, not all of them will come in the Golden Age. They will come at the end of Silver Age. All of these matters have to be understood. Baba knows that a kingdom is being established, and so not everyone would be constant. Variety is needed in a kingdom. No? In a kingdom, there's the king, queen, subjects, maids, right? Merchants outside the kingdom. So many are needed, right? The subjects are called outsiders. Baba has explained that there is no need for advisors, etc. there. There, Lakshmi and Narayan had received Srimad through which they became that. And so they would not have to take advice from anyone because their intellects are so pure, no? Satopradhan intellect. So they don't need advice from anyone there. Then, when they become impure, there is one advisor for each king and queen. Now there are many advisors. Here it is the rule of the people over the people, right? This is democracy, no? So democracy is of the people, for the people, by the people. And that's why there are so many advisors here because the intellect of everyone is Tamo Pradhan. No two people's opinions are the same. When you have a friendship with someone and ask him to do something, he would do it. If a second one comes and has not understood, he would spoil everything. No two people's intellects are the same. There, all your desires are fulfilled. In Golden Age, all your desires are fulfilled. Health, wealth, prosperity, happiness, perfect relationships, everything is fulfilled. You have received so much sorrow here. This is called a land of sorrow. You had stumbled a great deal on the path of devotion. That too is in the drama. When you become unhappy, the Father comes and gives you your inheritance of happiness. The Father has opened your intellects so much. People say that it is heaven for the wealthy and that the poor are in hell. You know accurately what is meant by heaven. We know what is heaven. People of the world think that someone who has so much money, who is enjoying everything, is in heaven. But Baba says, we know what is heaven. In the golden age, no one would call out to the merciful one to come. It is here that you call out to him and say, have mercy, liberate us. The Father takes everyone home to the land of peace and the land of happiness. Someone was sharing yesterday that even though their business has increased so much, they have lot of um, fame, wealth, prosperity on the outside. Everything looks great, but inside their mental health, their mental stage has not been good. It's been so haywire, it's been affecting them so much. So from the outside, when we look at them, we feel, oh wow, see, they are enjoying so much. They have everything that they need. It's like they are in heaven. But no. So Baba says, real heaven is real heaven. When we go to heaven, there are no worries, no mental health issues. Everything is perfect. Mind is in order. The intellect is pure. Sanskars are pure, elevated. Relationships are good. Everything is great. So here everybody says, "Have mercy, liberate us." The Father takes everyone home to the land of peace and land of happiness. On the path of ignorance, you too did not know anything. Those who are number one Tamopradhan become number one Satopradhan. This one is not praising himself. Only the one should be praised. So Brahma Baba doesn't praise himself. Only Shiv Baba has to be praised, right? Because he's the one making us pure. He's the one who makes Lakshmi and Narayan like they are. God is the highest on high, and he also makes you elevated. Baba knows that not everyone will become elevated. Nevertheless, you still have to make effort. You come here in order to become Narayan from an ordinary human. You say, Baba, we will claim the sovereignty of heaven. We have come to listen to the story of the true Narayan. That is how to become a true Narayan, right? That's the story. The story that is in the scriptures of Satya Narayan, of true Narayan. There's nothing there as to what effort should I make to become the true Narayan. The only story that is there in that scripture is that you have to be honest to true Narayan. If you lie, you will accumulate this, right? You should not say no to the prasad, to the offering of that is offered to the true Narayan. That is like disrespecting, right? So the story is talking about not to disrespect, how to be honest, how to just surrender yourself to true Narayan, how to perform the devotion of true Narayan, and then you become happy. But nobody is talking about how do you become true Narayan. This story that Baba tells us, the story of the drama, the story that we hear in the Murli every day, this is the story that is making us into true Narayan. Baba says, Acha, let there be roses on your lips. Now make effort. Not everyone will become Lakshmi or Narayan. A kingdom is being established. Many are needed in the royal family as well as in the families of subjects. Many come here and become amazed with this knowledge. They listen to this knowledge and also speak about it to others. However, they then divorce the father. They divorce the father, they leave and go. Some still return here. Those who make good progress are able to climb high. It is the poor who surrender themselves. You should not remember your bodies or anyone else. The destination is very high. If you have a relationship with anyone, you would definitely remember that one. In that case, how would you remember the Father? So, the more relationships, friendships I'm creating in this world, the more I will remember them. And if I'm remembering them, then where is the time to remember Baba? Your intellect should be in the unlimited throughout the day. You have to make so much effort. The father says, even amongst my children, there are the highest, the average, and the lowest ones. When others come here, they think that these are of the impure old world. Nevertheless, because they are serving this yagya, they have to be given regard. The Father is the one with many methods. Otherwise, this is the tower of silence, the holiest of holy towers. The Father is the one with many methods. As Baba gives us so many methods every day in the Murli to remember him. The holiest of holy fathers sits here and makes the whole world holy. Shiv Baba, the holiest of the holy father, sits here and makes the whole world holy. Now is the time of the Kumbh Mela, no? The Kumbh. And everybody is going to take a dip in the holy water of the Ganges. Right? And Baba says that it's not by taking a dip in that holy water can I become pure. I have to dip in the holy of the Holy Father. I have to take a dip in Shiv Baba, in the ocean, and then I become pure. No one impure should come here, but the Father says, I have come to purify all those who are impure. I too have a part in this play. So, one is when people come to meet the Father, Baba says they have to practice purity, they have to be pure. That is when one would know that they have understood this knowledge, they have understood what Baba is telling them when they practice purity. So, to meet Baba, no one can come here, meaning to meet Baba, unless they are pure. And the only method to become pure is to connect to Baba. The more I remember Baba, the more power is in the soul to follow purity. So the more I remember Baba and purify myself, automatically the soul develops the power to remain pure. Baba says, I too have a part in this play. I come to purify the impure. So on one side, we say that no impure can come, but Baba says, I come to purify the impure. So that means that we have to understand what Baba is teaching us. We have to start purifying ourselves and then come into the gathering. Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste
Namaste
to
to the
the spiritual
spiritual
father.
father.
Essence for dharana. Look at your own chart and check yourself. How much charity have I accumulated? That means how much good actions do I perform and how much charity have I accumulated? To what extent have I, this soul, become Satopradhan? To what extent have I, this soul, my intellect, become Satopradhan? Settle all your accounts by staying in remembrance. In order to claim a scholarship, become serviceable and benefit many, and be loved by the Father. Become a teacher and show the path to many others. Today's blessing. May you be an image that attracts souls. May you be an image that attracts souls with your angelic form and give them all a right to the inheritance. And give them all a right to the inheritance. May you be an image that attracts souls with your angelic form. So let me be in my angelic stage so that I can attract many souls and give them a right to the inheritance and guide them to Baba. Direct them to Baba. Give them a right to their inheritance from Baba. Wear such a sparkling dress of your angelic form that you are able to attract souls to you from far away. Then liberate them all from being beggars and give them a right to the inheritance. For this, become an embodiment of this knowledge, an embodiment of remembrance, and an embodiment of all divine virtues. What is needed is becoming an embodiment of knowledge, an embodiment of remembrance, an embodiment of all virtues. You have to increase your practice of stabilizing in the flying stage. Your flying stage will show everyone your walking and moving angelic form, which is going to become your deity form. This is the stage of being a bestower and a bestower of blessings. This is the stage of being a bestower and a bestower of blessings. What stage? This flying stage, angelic stage. And what is needed to be in this flying stage is to become an embodiment of knowledge. That means I have knowledge emerged in an emerged form, embodiment of divine virtues, an embodiment of remembrance. That means I'm not making effort to remember Baba. I'm not making effort to practice these divine virtues. I am full of all of this. So it becomes easy. So this is how we practice the angelic stage. Slogan. In order to know the intentions in the minds of others, in order to know the intentions in the minds of others, remain constantly stable in the stage of Man-Mana-Bhav. Remain constantly stable in the stage of Man-Mana-Bhav. That is that what is Man-Mana-Bhav? Consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. So when I am stable in the stage of Manmanabhav, that means my intellect is connected to Baba. When I am in my soul consciousness, then automatically my intellect becomes clean. My mind is not busy by creating so many of its own thoughts. Automatically, I will be able to feel the vibrations of others, feel the intentions of others. Not that I have to tune into what this one is thinking. Let me check what this one, that one is. No, we don't need to tune to understand the intentions, but I will automatically start experiencing it. That is when the mind is creating less thoughts and when the intellect is with Baba, when I am in my soul consciousness, soul to soul connection, right? Because as energy, I'll be able to tap into your energy. So it becomes easy. Sure. Point for giving Sakash. The mirror of the power of your mind are your words and your actions. The mirror of the power of your mind are your words and actions. Whether it is souls who have this knowledge or those who don't have this knowledge, in relationship and connection with both of them, your words and actions have to be filled with good wishes and pure feelings. Whether you meet someone who has this knowledge or someone who doesn't have this knowledge. But my words and actions have to be filled with good wishes and pure feelings. Those who have a powerful and pure mind will automatically have powerful and pure words and actions, which will be full of good wishes. A pure mind means the power of remembrance will be elevated and powerful. Such souls will be easy yogis. What is the definition of a pure mind? A pure mind means automatically have powerful words and powerful, pure actions. They will have powerful and pure words and actions. Because now I have trained my mind to create only elevated thoughts. I have trained my mind what to think. I have automatically trained my mind. So the mind now only creates pure and powerful thoughts, good wishes, pure thoughts, blessings. So when I have this pure and powerful mind, then automatically remembrance becomes easy. The intellect doesn't need to do so much effort to make the mind now in tune. Remember Baba, remember Baba. It's easy. And that's when I'll be able to serve others when the mind is pure and powerful. Sure. Om Shanti. So let's take a moment to remember Baba now. Stabilize yourself. I am pure living energy. I am peaceful. I am pure. I am powerful. I, the soul, remember my Baba through my mind and intellect. Baba, who is the holiest of the holy, the highest of the high, the ever pure, ever loving, my Supreme Father, is always available for me. Today I will practice this remembrance while performing actions. I will visualize God's light above me, and I will move around as a living, walking museum, God's museum, the one who reveals Baba through my personality, through my behavior, through my words and actions. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Okay. So, very quickly, what are you going to practice, Shreyan?
Shanti. My practice point is perform good actions, remember Baba, and settle your accounts by remembering Baba.
Yeah. And also, Baba talked about now what will be my behavior like. So, pay attention to how am I behaving with everyone. Yeah. Arya?
Shanti. My practice point is remembering Baba and becoming pure and being a charitable soul.
Yeah. So, how is it that we become charitable?
Be giving and like not always like giving to physical things, but like also giving to spirituality, like giving dusty and stuff.
Yeah. So, sharing pure vibrations, pure thoughts, right? Blessings. That's how we become charitable souls, right? And also, Bab said today that when we perform elevated actions, we are accumulating in our account of charity when we are doing seva, right? So when I serve others in whatever way, right? Even if I'm very sweet with them, I serve with my sweet words, I serve through just my drishti, smile, anything. When I serve them, automatically they give a blessing, right? Or they will be happy. So that vibration gets accumulated in my account of charity. That's how we become charitable souls. Okay, great. So have a great day with Baba. Try to remember Baba while walking and moving around. Today, it's all about having remembrance while performing actions. Okay. So have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.